An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
All right, hello. My name is Edwin Fernandez, and I'm here to talk to you about LifeWave. Now, the reason you're getting this information is because you're either a personal trainer or a coach, and I would love to present to you this business opportunity that's gonna help you level up in your own personal training business. Because you know how your customers, when you train them, they go home, they're gonna drink supplements, they're gonna take stuff that I mean, maybe it's something that you recommended, or maybe it's something that they're taking on their own. But I want you guys to learn a little bit about a new product that's out there, and this new product is a product that's completely non-invasive. Okay, so I want you to take your opportunity to watch this whole video, and at the end, um, please feel free to ask any questions as you have them. Okay, so welcome to this LifeWave presentation. This company is called LifeWave, and I want to tell you a little bit about how I came to be part of this company. Okay, um, my wife was the one who actually discovered it, and she decided that she wanted to purchase these the products from this company because she was suffering hand pain. She had carpet tunnel. So when she came to me about the patches, because there are these little patches, um, I was a little bit skeptical. I thought, I don't know if this is something that'll actually work, whatnot. But she's been looking for a way to a solution for the longest of time to try to see if she could um, relieve her carpal tunnel. So I actually wanted to help her out with this. Aside from that, there's a lot of hormone patches that are also from this company, and she really wanted to try them out because she had imbalanced hormones as well. So I said, well, we'll give it a try. And the cool thing about giving it a try, um, this company specifically believes so much in their products that they give a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, money back, keep the products type of uh, guarantee. So once I saw that guarantee, I said, you know what, I'll try it, and then I'll keep tabs on it. So me myself, um, I suffered back issues because I was always athletic ever since a child. That I would do wrestling, martial arts, you name it. I was always into weightlifting in my high schools. So I did get I got injured after a match a wrestling match when I was in high school, and that just it pretty much ended my wrestling days. But um, my back was just it just started going off and on ever since, right? So I thought, you know what, maybe this is something that I can try because my back has been going on and off, and then as I age, it's been going off more often. So I've had to go visit chiropractors. I've had a physical therapy to help me out, which they've helped me a little bit, but it's pretty much like a temporary fix what they do. So not necessarily something that's gonna really put me back together because I have degenerated discs. But my intention was, well, I'll try it and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then 30 day money back satisfaction. So I'm going to talk to you about that little product, and I'll tell you from the beginning. As soon as we both started wearing the products, we started feeling immediate reliefs, like immediate. For example, my wife, her hand she started feeling relief and pain in a matter of an hour or so. Okay. As of today, we've been using these products since October. So as of today, she has not felt pain come back in her hands. And I'll tell you the same thing about my back. As of today, I haven't felt back pain. Neither of my knees, because I also have knee issues. My obviously they're degenerated as well, because of sports. Obviously, we all go through that after the age of 30. We start feeling our knees going off. But so the patches have pretty much relieved me from pain in my knees and in my back. And aside from that, these patches are also meant to provide energy, give energy, especially if you're someone who's pretty active and does exercise and like you guys are. So it also helps with that. So it's been giving me a lot of energy. It's also helping. It also helps with people who have problem with sleeping. So I'm definitely one of those people. Ever since I've been, after during my college that I graduated in June from my PhD. So um, during that time, my sleep was just awful, awful. Like I would go to bed and I would try to sleep, and it was just hard for me to get my sleeping rhythm back. Thanks to the patches, immediately, first day I used them, that same day at night, I had the best sleep that I've ever had in months. So it's definitely something you'll want to use for yourself because it's a great product. And the cool thing about this product is that it is non-transdermal. It is non-invasive. And I'll tell you how that occurs in a moment, okay? It's a product that you use, and there's no drugs going into your body. And this is great. Like when you talk to your customers and you're giving them an exercise plan, and then at the same time, you want to give them a wellness plan so that they can recover, they can have all of these things that they do with protein shakes, that they do with vitamins that they take, using our products. You give them a nice little plan so that they can they can feel better. But these are products that don't have side effects. There's nothing going into their body except for one thing, and that is your own body's heat, your body's light. And I'll tell you how that works in a minute. Let's looking at the. I'm gonna go through this presentation as fast as I can because I really want to talk to you guys about how you're gonna make money with this product. But I want you to know what the product is too. Okay, and this is what we have, right? It's a simple patch that we place on our body that helps us in so many ways. Now I do want to show you guys this disclaimer before I get started because it's really important that you guys know I am not a doctor. You guys aren't doctors. Well, maybe you guys are, right? I don't know who's watching, who's a doctor, but we're not using these products with the intention of treating or curing or preventing disease or medical conditions from happening. Okay, we are not it's not a pharmacy where we're showing these people a product and we're telling them, hey, this is going to heal you, right? There's no way that we can tell someone that something is going to heal them. Okay, we do have a product that will help people, will help people in so many ways. We've had these testimonials that show all of the things that people have been able to just feel better with, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. The reason we can't say that we're not healing this is we're not using medication. Okay, these are products that don't require FDA seal because they are not food or drugs. Okay, they're not food or drugs. People love that because what tells you when you say when you think about it, something is not food or drugs. I'm gonna put this into my body. The first thing that people worry about is side effects. So the greatest thing is that there are no side effects in these products. Okay, so let's keep talking a little bit more, and we'll show you what these products are and what they do. So first of all, I want to talk to you about the inventor of the product, Dr. David Smith. Dr. David Smith is the CEO. He was the one who invented the X39, and not only the X39, but he also invented a whole bunch of other patches. He's got over 150 patents. Okay, so everything that he has, everything that he does, since he's a scientist, he invents, he does clinical trials on these patches or on these products that he brings to wants to bring to the market. He immediately gets a patent. Now, a patent is not something that you just go to the store and say, "Hey, I want a patent. Can I grab two patents? I've got two products." You can't really do that. A patent is something that you get only if you prove to the US government that what you have is something that works. And the way that you prove it is through, obviously, through clinical trials, through, you know, your research, everything that you've shown, you show them specific things. After they certify that this product actually works, they put the seal and give you a patent. So all of his products, including the ones that I've so far talked to you about that I have been using, and my wife as well, they're all patented. So what that means is that these products are products that work. Okay? All right. So he's also a member of the International Hall of Fame of Scientists, which is awesome. Those of us who love sports, right? We love our Hall of Famers. Now imagine you're using something that was invented by a Hall of Famer. So you know that what you're using is actually quality stuff, stuff that's actually working, that's going to work with your customers, it's going to work with you. So you can actually be very, very confident about these specific things. Okay. Um, he all of this started in 2008. X39 is the product that we're going to be talking mostly about. Um, and this invention all began in 2008. He got his patents around 2020, so patents still have time where people cannot steal, duplicate, replicate. Okay, so here's another thing that's so awesome about these particular products that I'm talking to you about. No one can duplicate them. No one can have them yet. You will not see another copy of this. Like you get people who sell energy drinks. You get people who sell protein bars, right? Everybody has them. There's so many different brands of these, right? So there's a lot of competition in this specific uh, product that protein bars, energy drinks, protein shakes. All of these things have varieties. You can choose from so many of them, right? You only have one of our product. There's only one X39. There's only one patch, and you can only get it through brand partners of LifeWave. Isn't that awesome? Like that is so freaking awesome. Like just that alone automatically kicks the idea of a fantastic business opportunity. Okay, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about this business. Now, I don't want to, to talk to you about all these things here, like this information that you see here about how the company has made money. This company obviously has made a lot of money. Like in 2024, it's made over $600 million. Like, and it's done it through these patches that people wear, and feel so great, they keep wearing them. They keep talking to other people about them. Okay? David Smith with this company has just he has accomplished so many different things that he's won awards. Like for example, in 2024 he won the Global Bravo Award. Like these are awards given to scientists with inventions that actually work. So he brings his inventions and they win awards. What does that tell us, right? It tells us that these are inventions that work. This company has been on the top for so many years, and this year it's one of the fastest growing companies worldwide. All right, why? Now the question is, why is it one of the fastest growing company worldwide? Right? Because we give you this technology, and this technology X39 is one of them. This technology is a technology that uses your own stem cells, that they reactivate your own stem cells, your body's stem cells, so that your body's cells can function in so many ways. Now, why is that important? It's important because, first of all, I don't know how old you guys are, but when we're 30, when we're over 30, only half of our stem cells are working. And if you guys know what stem cells are, right? Stem cells are the beginning of cells. Your body is full of cells. Your organs are constructed with cells. Everything that you have in your body is constructed with cells. So stem cells are the first cells, and then right after that, copies are made into whatever other cells your body needs, right? Cells that are for your organs, for your intestines, cells that are for your heart, cells that are for your liver, whatever your body needs. Your stem cells are the first step. It's the first thing that gets created, and then from there, duplication occurs, and then other cells start developing from those stem cells. So at the age of 30, there's only half of those functioning. That's why when you see children, for example, when you see an injury in a child, maybe you were injured. I was injured when I was 18, right? Back when I was 18, wrestling. So when we're that age and we get an injury, it is so easy and so, well, not easy, but it we can recover quickly or quicker from that injury because our stem cells are fully functioning. Our stem cells are what are the things that are gonna allow whatever we have injured to heal. Okay, they're gonna they're gonna regenerate tissues. They're gonna regenerate whatever is needed for that injury to heal, and for that section of your body to continue flowing as it did before naturally. Okay, so but after 30, we don't have that option. After 30, we got to go for surgery. After 30, we need to go to the doctor. They're gonna, I don't know, drill some screws into our hands to make it function again. Okay, so our stem cells are not functioning the way they did when we were children, right? When we're age 60, only 10% of our stem cells are active. And when we keep going further up, all the way to 90, maybe 0% of our stem cells are working. Like stem cells, and that's why we age. That's why we get old. That's why we die, right? Because our stem cells are not producing and they're not regenerating. So here's a product that activates your stem cells. It's called X39. It's just a patch. It's a small patch, right? You place that patch behind your neck or you place it under your belly button. And what that patch is going to do is going to start elevating your copper peptide. It elevates your copper peptide, and your copper peptide starts activating your stem cells. Once your stem cells start activating, they start doing all these wonders in your body. Let's talk about those. All right, let me show you exactly what things those stem cells do. First of all, it's important to know, and these are information that I mentioned, right? The X39, and you see, if you look at the picture, that's what the patches look like. They're about a quarter of a size, right? They're non-transdermal because they use your own body's heat. I'll tell you how that works in a moment. They're non-invasive. Same thing. There's no medication going through it. It's only property of LifeWave. It works through phototherapy. Okay, that's where I was going. It works through phototherapy. Phototherapy is, for example, our own body produces heat, right? When you place your patch, the patch uses the heat of your body that goes through your skin, and that's what starts activating your copper peptide. Okay, it works the same way as the sun. I know you guys tell your customers, hey, you guys got to go get some vitamin D, go to take get some sun, right? The sun doesn't give you vitamin D. Sun doesn't have a vitamin D on it and then just transfers it to you through its rays. No, the sun, what it does is the way that light enters your body, it elevates your vitamin D, your own body's vitamin D. So that's what the phototherapy is. Okay, it's when the light does its work through your body. Okay, so it's like an infrared light system, right? We all have heat in our body, we have energy, and that energy goes through our skin. The patch has a nanocrystal um, patterns that are meant to focus on specific peptide. The X39 focuses on your copper peptide. Okay? All right, so it's a patented product. We've talked about that. It has no drugs, it doesn't pass through the stomach, liver, kidneys, and it's incredibly safe to use. It is a great product. Okay? I talked about the patent a moment ago, and I told you guys that this product has a patent. And I already mentioned what things does an invention need to go through, what process they need to go through in order for their invention to get a patent. And the most important thing here is that it is proven. It proves that it's work that it actually does what it says it does. Okay, so that's the only way it can get a patent. So this product is obviously a proven product. Okay, and these are a couple of long-term results that people get from using the X39. Okay, some people within the first few days, their genes start to reset, and that's why they start getting immediate relief. For example, when I put it on my back, when I put it on my neck, I started feeling some relief, and I also decided to put it on my back because you can put it on your back as well. It doesn't have to be only on your neck, but when you put it on your wherever you have pain, you really put it wherever you want. It says that the best places to put it on is on your neck and the back, just above your spine, or under your belly button. But I really put it anywhere, depending on where my pain is. Sometimes if I'm feeling pain, that's where I patch myself, and most of the time, I feel pain relief. When my knees were hurting, I put it on my knees, and I kid you not, I started feeling pain relief. Okay, within 6 weeks, our brain becomes balanced because it also gives you mental clarity. Once your stem cells start functioning in your body, they start working in your brain as well, and it gives people mental clarity. Okay, collagen begins to increase. That's why a lot of people start feeling, they start seeing better skin. A lot of people start getting hair growth through these products, because those are the things that when you elevate your stem cells, those are the things that occur. Okay, that within 6 months your heart reverses in age, right? So it also works with your heart. There's so many things, and here's a quote from David Smith. He said it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing, right? We're not anti-aging, we're not stopping aging. That's impossible, right? What we're doing is we're reversing it. So people start aging slower, right? Or people who have gotten these conditions, they can go back to feel their self again, like 10 years younger, 15 years younger, right? They can feel themselves again because of this product. Okay, and that is the X39. All right, show you a couple more things. How do you wear it? Like we talked about how we wear it, right? You wear it either on your neck, you wear it under your belly button. You have to wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off, right? Put it on at 8 in the morning, take it off 8 p.m., put it on again at 8 in the morning, right? 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours. You want to make sure that it has that your body doesn't create like anti, against the actual things that these patches do. So in order for that to happen, we need our body to kind of rest. We want to make sure that our body is resting from the patch before we put it back on again. So 12 hours is the time that David Smith recommends. Um, Drink plenty of water. We got to drink a lot of water in order for this to work. Okay. Water is the key. You can even drink water with electrolytes, which is also something that actually works. You should drink plenty of water. Whatever your body is supposed to have of water, that's what you need to drink. Okay. It's new. It's something that it's a new thing in your body, and you need to make sure that you're completely hydrated so that this can actually work. All right, let's talk about a couple of testimonials. Now I've already said mine. I told you my testimonials. I explained to you how it relieved my back pain, my knee pain, and it gave me good night's sleeps. It also gives me a lot of energy. I go to gym and I work out, and it's phenomenal the energy that I get from it. Okay, there's other products, and I want to tell you about other products as well. I don't want to completely focus on X39, but X39 is the main product of what we offer here at LifeWave. But as coaches, you want to be able to create a nice package for your customers so that they can get the full experience of what they actually want, right? Because a lot of your customers, they want weight loss, they want strength training, recovery solutions. They want a lot of these things that have to do with the workout, and I'm gonna tell you exactly all of these things. Okay, so the X39, it helps in strength recovery. It increases stamina. It increases vitality. It gives more energy. It doesn't only helps close the wounds faster. It doesn't only helps reduce inflammation. It doesn't only help with the pain. It does all of these things as well when people work out. Okay, the recovery is just awesome. Like my recovery is lovely. I compare myself now to when I used to work out before I used the stem cell patches, and my recovery was so bad. And I was pretty active. I've been active all my life, um, but sometimes I would come home and I just want to throw up, because it's just so much what I've done as far as the workout that I just completed, But today, that doesn't happen. I kid you not. I would eat an hour before I go work out, which is not recommended. But when I finish my work and I work out hard, like my gym, our trainers, they give us really tough workouts, and I love them for it. Um, it I come home and I'm like nothing. I feel so good. I feel like I can go and just do some more. Okay, so those are the things that it has done for me, and I already told you what it has done for my wife. It's done so many things for my family, people in my family who've used it. Um, it's just been fantastic. I'm gonna show you a couple of pictures here as well, as far as like what it has done for people with wound healing, right? Like this gentleman, this kid here, he had a snowboard accident, and you can see 5 day progression after using the X39. You see the other pictures here, the same thing, people with wounds, one after 21 days. You see how, the wound has kind of like closed up really fast, right? And I'll tell you another thing, right? So we said it increases your collagen. So look at this lady. I mean, day one using the patches. You look at that from day one all the way to day 355. So 1 year later, you see this lady looks at least 10 years younger than she did a year ago, when she started using these patches. So these patches are really great. They do so many things. Okay, so many things. Now X39 does all of these things. It does. There's a couple of other patches as well that are going to be more focused on other things like weight loss and those, and strength training. Which, by the way, X39 also enhances strength training. So it pretty much does it all, right? but you do want to complement it with other things. Let me show you guys how many. Look, these are athletes that I'm pretty sure you know who all these people are, right? Michael Phelps, Sean May, David Beckham, Lorenzo. These are people who they patch themselves every day. They've understood that not only the X39, but all the patches that we use here at LifeWave are very effective. Like they wouldn't be using they have cash to do anything they want. Like they could do anything they want. They can go in any type of training. They can get in any type of supplemental um, process. And yet you see them here, they're using the patches. You got to ask yourself, why? Why are they using the patches? I'll tell you the answer because it works. Let me show you a couple other people that I'm pretty sure you know, right? World's best tennis player, world's strongest man. I don't know what year Phil Feifter was the world's strongest man, but he patches up too, right? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was all patched up. When he was trying to fight who's this kid I forgot his name. Ah, his name slipped out of my mind. Mike Tyson, uses the patch. Now, why would these people need a patch when they have all these other things that they can do? Because these people are millionaires, man. They don't need a patch. A patch is not that expensive, bro. Like they could do so many other things, and they choose to do the patches because they work, because they are fantastic, because they do what they say they do. And you're not going to find a negative comment on these patches. Anyone who you find a negative comment talking about these patches were never in the patches. Never were in the patches. Okay? Or maybe they wore them incorrectly, right? So I'll tell you, this is a fantastic thing. Now, let me tell you how this is going to help you grow your business because I know you guys are trainers and you got your customers. You train them periodically. I don't know if it's maybe it's twice a week, 3 times a week, 5 times a week. You train your customers, but you after you train them, you tell your customers, all right, guys, you got to get on this nutrition plan, which is great. You got to give them a nice nutrition plan. So for recovery, you need to do this. You probably even recommend certain supplements and things that they can use to support their recovery, to support their strength training or their what do you call that? Their whatever you probably recommend a certain brand or something, right? Well, how cool would it be that you, instead of recommending a brand or telling them, okay, go to Walmart and get this product, how cool would it be that you have the product yourself and you just talk to them about the product and you tell them, okay, you should wear this, and this, create a plan for them so that they can get more built or they can lose the weight faster, they can burn those calories faster, right? Give them the plan, earn the cash from from that plan that you're giving them, right? So let me show you guys how is it that the business works, right? Because you're probably asking yourself the same question: how much is this going to cost me, right? How much is it going to cost you, and how am I going to continue to maintain it, right? All right, so this is the cost right here. Okay, it doesn't say the cost yet, right? It just talks about the compensation plan. So I'm still missing. Okay, so there's you see the three rings in the middle. So the first ring says the core package, the second ring says advanced, and the third ring says premium. Okay, the core package is $295.95, right? So for $300, someone can get into this business, right, and just get started earning money, right? But you're not just gonna get into the business for $300, you're going to get 3 sleeves of X39. 3 sleeves of X39 for you to use. So if you were to sell a sleeve of X39, each sleeves cost $149.95. Okay? So when you're selling it, when you're going to become a distributor, right? You're selling it to your customer. You're going to sell it to your customer for 149.95. Now, your customer can get it a whole lot cheaper, right? You can sell it for 99.95 if they become members, right? And it's easy to become a member. They don't even have to spend $1 more to become a member. They just have to commit, right? And the commitment is not an obligated commitment, but some people just don't want to do that. Some people don't want to get into a commitment because they might forget to, cancel or whatever. Which I don't know why people would cancel. No one that I've known yet has canceled that quickly unless they're really, struggling. But the core package is 295.95. It gives you 3 sleeves. The advanced package is a little more expensive. I think I'll go through the prices in a moment. It's probably in one of the slides. I don't want to say one price and then it's something else, right? But when you get to an advanced, you'll also be able to do the business. Obviously, you'll be in a better position because you'll have more volume. Or if you do the premium, you can also get more volume. Now, the cool thing about the premium is that one's about 1,000 something, 1,007 something. I'll show you in a moment. You get 20 sleeves in the premium. Like you could use those sleeves to advertise your business. You can go ahead, you can give patches to your customers and be like, all right, I'm gonna give you 2 patches. Or I'll give you 3 patches. Let me know what you think. If you love it, I'll place an order for you. Or you could just share it with your family. You could use it yourself, which you should use it yourself because you want to create your own testimonial. You want to tell your customers what this business is about. You want to let them know how good has it been for you. Okay, because it's something that actually works. You want to test it and you want to advertise it. So you can give it to your family members, right? You can do that as well. Send one to your parents, send one to your sister, your brother, whoever you want to send it to you to. But you get 20 sleeves, right? It's a good idea to use some of these sleeves for marketing purposes, right? That's why you're getting 20 of them. You want to use them for marketing purpose. And another thing is you can combine. It doesn't have to be 20 sleeves of X39 because again, and I haven't told you this yet. I'm not there yet, but there's other products. And as a coach, as a personal trainer, I want to talk to you about what are the good products that you can use with your clients. And I also want to show you how you can build a core package for your customers with products that they can use for an entire month or they can use for 3 months if they wanted to or 2 months. Okay, you can actually make a package for your customers and they can get it through a core package which is 299 and 295.95, and you can have them have weight loss support. You can have them have muscle gaining support. You can have them have supplement support. Okay, and I'll tell you what those products are in a moment, right? Let me keep talking a little bit about the business now. This part of the business is the fun part, right? It's the part of the business where you know how you're going to earn money. There are several ways in this company to earn money. Okay, you can first of all, without looking at this yet, you can earn money by just becoming a distributor. Okay, when you sell an X39 package, you get a $20 commission if you sell it with a subscription. Okay, and that's not the only cool thing about it. Is that the cool thing about it is when you sell it with a subscription, every month you're going to get the same $20 from that package, from that customer, if they maintain active. Okay, and you want them to maintain active because you're going to put them on an exercise program where they have to use these products. So it's actually going to be part of your program so that they can keep using the products and you're going to keep getting commissions for those products. So you're not just going to get commissions for new customers, you're going to get commission periodically for the same customer that is still active on a subscription plan. So once again, you sell them an X39 sleeve for $99.95, you're gonna earn $20 from that as a commission. Every single time they purchase one, you get another $20. So imagine all of this money that you're gonna get just on commission, just being a distributor, right? Now that's not the only way to make money. That's just one way to make money. You're making money as a distributor, but there's also a compensation plan with the business. Now, I'm not too thoroughly familiar with the comp plan because I just work. Money comes in the account, and I don't even know where it comes from. I don't have time to understand it. My time is focused on finding people. My time is focused on helping people get a hold of these products, right? But there's a lot of people who are gurus in understanding how this works. Well, I'll tell you some of the things that I that I have been paying attention to. Okay, when you sell a core package, for example, a core package is a package where they're gonna pay 299 or 295.99 or 95 300, let's say 300, just round it off to 300. Um, and they're going to get 3x39s. Okay? So your commission for that is $35. Your commission for selling a core package is $35. But now you get someone that is under your team, right? That person can just be a customer or that person can be a possible team member because you want to grow this business, right? You want to earn a lot of money because trust me, with this compensation plan, you can earn a lot of money. And I'm going to show you how in a moment. Okay. So if you sell an advanced package, which is six sleeves, right? You get a $70 bonus for selling that package. Okay. Now you don't just get $75 for selling that package. As soon as that person gets people and starts selling, you keep getting matching bonuses, right? You keep getting bonuses for everything that they sell, right? All the way down to level 3. Now there's a new compensation plan which goes further down. It's so new. I don't have it here. It's something that we're learning as of this week. But I don't want to complicate things, so I'm actually talking about the old compensation plan, which is still in effect until a couple of days from now. Um, but you'll keep earning bonuses for every single time people purchase from the team members that you have recruited in this, right? So obviously, I'm trying to recruit you. I want you to be part of my team. I'm working so hard. I'm getting people, right? And I'm going to help you get people. All the people that you get are going to earn you money and they're going to earn me money. So we're going to be a team. I'm working with you so that you can actually be successful in this business. Obviously, if you're successful, I'm successful. So that's that, and that's what this compensation plan is all about. Okay, let's go a little further down. Right, this is still information about the compensation plan. You want to become a manager, and once you become a manager by having two people on one side, on your left side or your left leg, two people on your left or your right leg, to purchase core packages. If they purchase core packages, you become a manager, and now you're gonna become. Now you have the potential to earn over $50 in commission for every cycle that things start getting processed. Okay? So another way to earn money, right? You'll get the $50 of commission for the cycles if you have the volume of the people that have been selling and selling and selling all the way up until you. Okay? So there's just if you keep duplication going, people get as managers, you can get $1,450 a week if you wanted to, right? But that's just as a manager. Your goal is not to be just a manager, right? Your goal is to be a senior presidential director, and you get to get about $396,000, right? $396,000 a year. Doesn't that sound pretty good? And I'll tell you more. There's people here making way more than that. There's people making at least $25,000 a week. So $25,000 a week. And I'll say it again, $25,000 a week. It's totally true. The people who have brought me to this company are making $25,000 a week. So that's my goal. I want to get there. And I know that's going to be your goal too. You want to get there. Obviously, this is a business that has a lot of potential for earning money. Like I said, you can earn money by just becoming a distributor and sell the packages, sell the product to your customers, or you can earn money by creating a team and having your team sell packages, sell, bring customers. You get bonus, and keep getting bonus. Your team keeps getting people, you keep getting bonuses, and that's gonna snowball eventually to the point where before you know it, you're a senior presidential director getting $25,000 a week from this company. All right, isn't that great? Like that's where I want to be. But for now, well, the first thing is let's set it up. Let's start our business, right? Let's become business partners, you and I. Let me help you get to where you want to be so that you can help me get to where I want to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and look a little bit further down here, right? This is again David Smith. He says you have an incredible opportunity before you today, the opportunity to bring healing, power of light to everyone around you, right? And aside from that, you also have the opportunity to earn some money from it, right? To create your own business out of it. And that's what we all want. And that's what the X39 brings to the people who decide to accept and be part of LifeWave. All right. Now, let me talk to you guys about three other products, and I'll be very short with it because I'm sure you have a lot of questions, and I am so happy to answer those questions. You can give me a phone call. You can, send me a message through Instagram if you want, and I will be so happy to answer your questions. Okay. These products that you see here, SP6 Complete. SP6 Complete is a craving blocker. All right. It is a craving blocking patch. Once you wear it, it blocks the cravings of the things that you love to eat most. Okay, so it's also calorie. It also supports burning calories, right? So this is the one that you want to give to your customers when they tell you they want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. Yeah, you have to do a nice healthy diet, and at the same time, I recommend these patches. Okay, the X49 is the patch that helps support with muscle building, increasing stamina, um, reduction, recovery, right? Um, it also supports healthy cardio. It also reduces inflammation, right? So that's what X49 does for you. It's another type of patch that elevates a certain peptide in your body that is going to go through those specific things that I have mentioned. So you tell your customers, all right, guys, you want muscle gaining, you want to lose weight. Well, you have to use the X39, X49, and the SB6 Complete. Those three patches are actually patches that I'm wearing right now. I have all three patches. I have an X39 on my back, I have an X49 on my belly, and I have an SB6 Complete on my leg, right? Because I'm trying myself, right, to get back. I told you guys I got into the company in October. Um, I want to say as of March, mid March, was when I was introduced to this whole package that I'm telling you guys right here, and I started using it. So my testimonial next time is gonna be a fit, really fit. Like I'm not, I look good because I know I look good. I work out every day, but I'm gonna look even better after a couple of weeks, month or two later because I'm using these products. Okay, let me show you guys another product. Now, this is the newest product that LifeWave has come up with. This product is called Cellagize. Cellagize is it's a drink and it tastes really good. Cellagize, this one is Cellagize Morning, right? They're coming with Cellagize Night pretty soon, but they started with this one. It has a lot of ingredients. It's a brand new product that I really don't know much about, but I do want to show you guys the video that talks about Cellagize.
You're already powering up with X39. Now power on with Celergize Morning. It's the science of synergy. Daily nutritional support combined with cutting-edge technology to boost cellular wellness and overall well-being. Our science-backed ingredient profile pairs perfectly with your favorite LifeWave patches to optimize energy, focus, recovery, and so much more. Energize your day with nourishing ingredients designed to support the health and vitality of stem cells in your body. The inclusion of copper and Cyanthox 50C buckthorn fruit extract give your body the ultimate boost, supporting the health and vitality of stem cells. A powerhouse blend of Cyanthox, NAC, copper, selenium, and vitamin C add essential antioxidant support. NAC, glycine, selenium, vitamin C, and magnesium supports production of glutathione, which is essential for optimized cellular function. Blend of glycine, copper, and beta-alanine activates formation and repair of GHKCU and AHKCU. Build a strong defense with zinc, magnesium, NAC, vitamin C, copper, and selenium for added immune function support. Potassium, along with Cyanthox, NAC, vitamin C, selenium, copper, and zinc to boost your cellular health. Magnesium, zinc, vitamin C, and Fibersol, because overall health and wellness starts from within. Whether you get active early or like to ease into your routine, Celergize Morning sets the pace for the day ahead. Celergize Morning. Start strong. Power on. Be the light. LifeWave.
All right, that was it. What do you think? Like this is I don't know, but it gives me goosebumps because it's the newest product that we're acquiring right now, and it was just the perfect one for the market that I'm targeting right now, right? The market that I'm targeting is the market of people who work out, people who work in the gyms. Like that's you guys are my market. And when they came out with Celergize, I said it's a game changer. This is it. Like, what else do we need? Maybe a protein shake, probably. Who knows if that's what's coming up with the Celergize night, right? But it's just so crazy that you yourself as a coach, you get to you do your personal training, right? And at the same time, you can give your customers a nice little selection of products that they can use. Let me show you guys an idea of or marketing strategy that you can use, right? And this one I shared with a friend of mine he's a personal trainer and he's also getting into the business, right? You can sell a core package by just telling your customers, you know, X39 because X39 supports all the things that I mentioned, right? Wound healing. It supports energy building. It supports lowering inflammation, pain reduction, all these things, right? And then X39 because you're lifting weights, right? You want to increase your muscle momentum. You want to increase your muscle building. X49 is what will help you, right? Will help you with that. SP6 because your customers want to lose weight, right? So you want to lose weight, SP6 Complete. It is a craving blocker. That's another one that you want to use. Celergize. Give them the Celergize at the same time and say, this has all the nutrients that you need. Not There's other nutrients that you want to take, but these nutrients, your body definitely needs them to support a healthy cell. And your cells are everything, right? And then the last but not least, Ice Wave. We didn't talk about Ice Wave, but Ice Wave is a pain reduction or pain relief, immediate pain relief patch. You place those patches where the pain is, and immediately it is gone. This works for your customers who, for example, end a workout and they feel muscle soreness. You give them an Ice Wave, and they're not going to feel muscle soreness anymore. Now, there's so many other ways that we can create the package. This is only one way of obviously if your customers are that they're capable and able to to buy more package, You can offer this as a 2 month supply and let them get into an advance. You can also offer it to them as a premium and give them a whole 3 month or a 4 month plan that they can follow with different products, right? Or if not, if they can't get into a core, they can't get into an advanced, they can't get into a premium, then just target something that they need, right? If it's weight loss, give them an SP6 complete. It's only $69.95 when they become members, right? Give them an X49 muscle building. It's only $99.95. Give them a combination of X39 with X49. It's only $179.99 when they buy it as a bundle. Like, there's so many options that you can provide. Sell them a cellulite morning, right? Give them the supplements that they need to build a healthy cell. Cellulite morning is only $69.95. You get commission every single time you sell one of these products. So, and it all depends on how you want to do the business. So, this is the end of my presentation. I am so glad that you lasted all the way through the end. I am here to answer any questions you have, so feel free to contact me any way possible. You can call me, my number's in my description. You can send me Instagram. My Instagram is also in here somewhere. You can even send me an email, however you'd like, but just communicate with me and ask me, how can I get you into this business? Because it's such a fantastic business and you don't want to be out of this business, right? You don't want to miss the opportunity. You want to start here where we're at right now because this business is going to blow up. All right. Have a great day, guys. Blessings.